Hi, my name is Madison Zanella, and I'm a junior here at Westlake Academy. This year, we had the incredible opportunity to participate in our international exchange programs. One went to Costa Rica and one went to Argentina, both experiences that truly expanded our understanding of the world. In the IB, we talk a lot about international mindedness, learning about different cultures and different perspectives. But this experience showed us that international mindedness isn't just something you study, it's something you experience and you get to live. Here's what it meant to us.
I think it's made it so that I see kind of the world as a bigger place than it is right now, if that makes sense, like how I used to feel. Because like if you never been out of the state or been out of the country, you'll never realize like how big the world is and how different but similar everyone else is. And it's like different like from when you see it like on the news, if it's like people are kind of just numbers versus if you meet them in real life and become friends with them.
For me, it has been like a huge experience in that sense too, because it's the first time that I go to another country and actually live how a person from that country actually lives. So I feel like now that I've been here for 2 weeks, I see the world as a much wider place of cultures. I'm more conscious and of how everyone has a different perspective of a lot of things in the world.
It puts some things more into perspective than just traveling would. Because when you travel, you see elements of culture and foods and all sorts of stuff like that, but whenever you actually go to a different school in a different country, you see the next generation, the way they're learning, the things they're learning about, the ways that are different from you, and it really makes you take an approach of, oh, this is what I know, but this is what they know, and you kind of have to bridge that gap to connect with them almost, but it provides a different opportunity because you have that extra knowledge of how everything else is being learned around the world. And it's one thing to hear about it, but then you actually get to experience it and see it and really know how it happens.
Also, out of school, because I also think the same as Madison, out of school, getting to know how it is in another country, how their life, being with Madison all day, it's you get to see what they're living, how they're living and how they're hanging out, and that's pretty amazing as well. And it gives you a reality of things. We have different things, but we also have things in common that makes us the same.
Honestly, I've always considered myself a pretty open-minded person, but I think it truly brought that more into the light because you go somewhere else, you hear about different cultures, but it's a different thing to experience it firsthand. And as someone who has never really been out of the country before, it was definitely eye-opening. What better way to be internationally minded than go international to learn? You're literally learning different ways people teach the same thing, like how their culture influences their teaching style and how they discuss and think about certain topics. By seeing perspectives from a completely separate continent, separate country with separate political connections, you truly get a sense of the world.
The thing that I'll remember the most about this is that a couple of years ago, I would have never said yes to an exchange program. I would have never thought about having someone over at my house, especially for so long, and neither living at somebody else's house with their parents, their family, without being able to see my parents. And I think this trip really opened my mind about this, and I think all those kind of trips where you stay at hostels, where you have to stay with other people, get to know other people, live with other people, I think it's really important. Then you have to try to do this, try these kind of experiences. It was really nice having him over. He was really knowing how it feels right now and how good of an experience it was. I would definitely recommend it to everybody else.
I learned that I have lots of similarities with some people, but I also learned that I have lots of differences with others. And it's been an interesting thing to kind of learn, and having this experience and learning this can help people in the future, knowing how people can act and react different towards different things when you're not in your own country. And schools like Westlake and La Paz that do these exchange programs help kids preparate for what's coming next. Like for us specifically, not a lot of kids from Costa Rica, from La Paz, like that are local, like have the opportunity to leave the country if it's not for an exchange program or for a field trip. So having this type of experience really kind of sets us up for the future.
Definitely connections and friendship. I didn't get to stay with Bianca when I went to Costa Rica, but the person I did stay with, we were very close and we gained a connection, and also I had connections with other people there as well when I went to visit, and then to also have the opportunity to have a connection with someone different, Bianca, which we have an even better connection. We have a really great connection. I'm very thankful for that.